Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next game in the 1987 American League replay. Every game, Strat-O-Matic Super Advanced. This is the nightcap of the day-night doubleheader. First game, the Orioles were at home against the Twins. I won't spoil that in case you haven't seen it yet, but that was played at lunchtime this afternoon. Tonight, we're at Yankee Stadium. It'll be Rick Rhoden and the New York Yankees against Floyd Bannister and the Chicago White Sox. Great pitching matchup. Rhoden's 4-1. Bannister is 3-0, and Bannister is near the league lead in ERA. Yankees enter the game 20-10. White Sox enter 14-13. So let's get this game up on the Strat computer. Hello, Ernest. Good to see you. Let's get the game up on the Strat computer. I'll get the full information for you on Rick Rhoden. Rick Rhoden actually not having the best of years. Even though he's 4-1, his ERA is 5.85, which is very high. He had a 3.86 real world, but obviously he's getting good run support. 32 innings pitched, 51 hits, a whole ton of hits. His walk to strikeouts are very good. 4 walks, 25 strikeouts, but the 51 hits in 32 innings, that he cannot sustain that. If he does that, he's just going to be in trouble all the way around. Hello, Midlife. Good to see you. So Rick Rhoden going to see what he can do against the Chicago White Sox. Leading off for Chicago will be center fielder Daryl Boston. Boston on the replay is hitting .345. 5 homers, 14 driven in. He hit .258 real world, so he's off to a good start in his first 84 at-bats. Run away 3-5, and that is a ground ball to Willie Randolph. And that's one away very quickly. That'll send up Gary Rhoden, the left fielder. Rhoden hitting .312, 3 homers, 12 driven in. He only hit .236 real world, so again, much higher than normal. 1-7, but he's going to strike out here against Rick Rhoden. So Rick Rhoden takes care of the first two, and here comes RJL's favorite player, Harold Baines, designated hitter for today's game. Baines has only had 16 at-bats. He's hitting .375 in those 16 at-bats. No homers or runs driven in. He hit .293 real world. 5-2 for Rhoden is a fly to center, and Ricky Henderson puts it away. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Rick Rhoden as he takes care of the White Sox in short order. And we go to the bottom of the first. Chicago nothing, and the Yankees coming to bat. And on the mound, Floyd Bannister. He is 3-0, but his ERA is 1.69. He's right up there with Jimmy Key as the league leader in ERA. And in fact, Jimmy Key will be in the next game in the Strat-O-Matic replay, which would be Kansas City at Toronto. So Jimmy Key will be pitching in the next game to see if he can match what Bannister is going to be doing. So Ricky Henderson is going to lead it off. The full numbers on Bannister: 3-0, 1.69 earned run average, 48 innings pitched, 31 hits, 7 walks, 25 strikeouts. And for Henderson, he's hitting .324, 5 homers, 14 driven in, hit .291 real world. 5-3 against the righty, struck him out. So Bannister off to a hot start once again, keeps Ricky off the bases. Good idea. And here comes Donnie Baseball. The Yankees have all, except for Mattingly, everyone else in the lineup is either right-handed or a switch hitter. Pagliarulo's on the bench. Dan Pask was on the bench. Claudell Washington's on the bench. So they got Sakata at third, Kittle DH, and Warden left. So they're playing those right-handers against the lefty Bannister. Mattingly on the replay is hitting .289, 3 homers, 17 driven in. He hit .327 real world. 312, and that's a split chance. 1-10 is a single, but that's a 13. So he will line it to Donnie Hill. And that is 1 away very quick, or 2 away very quickly. For Dave Winfield, right fielder, Winfield is hitting .254, 5 homers, 17 driven in. He hit .275 real world. That's a 4-8 against the right-hander, and that's another strikeout for Bannister. He certainly did not hurt his earned run average in this inning. 3 up, 3 down go the Yankees. At the end of 1, no score from the stadium. Due up for the Sox is their catcher, Ron Hassey. Carlton Fisk getting the complete night off tonight. No DHing, no nothing. He's on the bench if you need him. But it'll be Ron Hassey getting the start. Hassey on the replay is hitting 241, a homer and 6 driven in. He hit 214 real world. It's a 3-9 for Hassey. He's going to draw a base on balls. First base runner of the game for either team. Hassey, of course, one of the slower runners in the league, will not be held. Comes Greg Walker, first baseman. He's been sitting the last couple games because the White Sox have faced lefty pitching, but he's back in there against the righty. He's hitting 213, 3 homers, 12 driven in. He hit 256 real world. Nothing on the first havoc roll. That's a 2-9, and that is a double 1-14. That's a 10. It's 2-star double. So Hassey, slow as he is, has to stop at third base. So second and third, nobody out. White Sox have something cooking for Ivan Calderon. Yankees with nobody out, they'll play the infield back. They got to get some outs. Nothing on the havoc. Calderon hitting 306, 5 homers, 14 driven in, 293 real world. 411 for Rhoden. That's a fly ball right field X. That is Winfield. He's a 1E3. See if he can prevent a sacrifice fly. 1 and a 6, probably not. That double die came up again with a low number. So 1 and a 6 is an F2. It will be a sacrifice fly at the minimum. He's E3, so he's got to avoid 15, 3, and 18, which he barely does there with a 14. But it will be a sacrifice fly to right field. And the slow-running Hassey is able to move up. And the Sox take a 1-0 lead. So Calderon gets the RBI. Now with 1 out, Donnie Hill at the plate. Infield is now going to be in with Walker. Actually, no, they're normal because Walker's still at second base. My bad. All right, so Donnie Hill in the replay is hitting a .177. 2 homers, 9 driven in. He hit 239 real world. Switch hitter. 1-7 for Hill. Ground ball to first, and Mattingly will take it to the bag himself. And on that play, Walker will take third. So 2 outs. Runner at third, Tim Hewlett, third baseman. Hewlett hitting a .178, 2 homers, 7 driven in. He hit 217 real world. Rhoden 4-3, and that's a fly ball left field X. We are looking for Gary Ward. He's a 3E6. 3 and a 4. That double die comes up again. That's going to drop for a base hit. 3 and a 4 is a single 2 stars. And Walker will score. It's 2-0 White Sox. The Yankees done in by the double die twice in a row. Check for an error. His E6 is Ward. He has to avoid 3, 4, 14, 17, and 18. And that's a 4. It will be an error. So an E6 rating and a 4 is a 1-base error. So it will be a single plus an error. E9 or E7 will send Hewlett to second base. Still gets credit for the RBI because he would have scored on the single anyway from third base. But the error just kind of adds insult to the already injury with the RBI. And it's now 2-0 Sox. Hewlett at second now with 2 outs for Ozzie Guillen. Guillen hitting 253 on the replay, 1 homer, 7 driven in, 279 real world. Rhoden trying to get out of this precarious second inning. Defense is kind of letting him down a little bit. 4-11, left-handed, fly ball right field X. Now we're back to Winfield. He's a 1, so we know he's going to get to it. And if he gets to it, it's the third out, so there's no chance of a sac fly. We are just checking the E3. And that's a 16. E3 and a 16. Boy, he just missed it. 15 would have been a 2-base error, but 16, he's good. So Winfield makes the catch to end the inning, but 2 runs come in for the Sox. They're all earned. And we go to the bottom of the second, 2-0 Chicago. And the way Bannister has been pitching, 2-0 might be enough. 2 runs might be enough, but the Yankees have a tough lineup, so can't really judge that. And now Gary Ward, who made the error, is going to lead off the inning. Ward hitting on the replay 216, a homer and 10 driven in. He hit 248 real world. It's a 4-10, and that's a ballpark single check. 1-7. That's a 9. So that will be a line out to third base. Snagged by Hewlett. One down. For the DH, former White Sox Ron Kittle. Kittle hitting 310, 6 homers, 16 driven in, hit 277 real world. 5-9, and that's a ground ball, second base C. Boy, 5-10 would have been a home run. But 5-9, just a ground ball to second, and Donnie Hill takes care of it. That might be the kind of night it's going to be for the Yankees. We don't know. Brewers and Blue Jays would not mind at all, as they are right there with the Yankees, the top of the AL East. Here's Len Sakata, 241 hitter in the replay. No homers, 4 driven in, hit 267 real world. That's a 5-3 for Bannister against the righty. Struck him out. Third strikeout for Bannister. Yankees go quietly again. After 2, it's 2-0 Sox. Again, we will be north of the border tomorrow, as it will be the Kansas City Royals taking on Jimmy Key and the Toronto Blue Jays. I believe it's Lee Brand against Key, but I'm not 100% sure. I didn't check it. All right, I know Key's pitching. I'm not sure who's pitching for Kansas City. All right, here is Darrell Boston. Boston, his first time up. Grounded to second. 3-12, and he's going to foul out to Rick Cerrone behind the plate. One away. Rhoden, the batter. 1-7, and he's going to strike out, and that is just the second strikeout of Rhoden. He's gotten Rhoden twice. Both strikeouts for Rhoden coming via Gary Rhoden. Here's Harold Baines. 1-8 for Baines. He's going to ground it to Tollison at short. 1-2-3 inning for Rick Rhoden. And the Sox go quietly. We go to the bottom of the third. Still 2-0 Chicago. And now the bottom third of the order for the Yankees coming up for the first time. Willie Randolph will lead things off. Randolph on the replay hitting 322. No homers, 15 driven in. He hit 305 real world. 1-6 against the lefties, a base on balls. First base runner for the Yankees comes via the base on balls. Randolph, a 3, he gets the lead, so they're going to try for the lead. 4, he just missed it, so he will hold. And here's shortstop Wayne Tollison. He's hitting a .196, 2 homers, 12 driven in. Hit 221 real world. That's a 2-9, and that is a single to right field. That's the first hit of the game for the Yankees. Randolph is being held, makes him a 13. Going first, third makes him a 15. Right fielder Calderon's a -1's a 14. 1-14, he can get to third. But boy, you hate making that. You're down 2-0. You hate making that first out at third base. So, boy. But we're going to be aggressive. We're going to be aggressive. They're going to throw through to try to get Randolph a third. It means Tollison's taking second on the throw automatically, regardless of what happens to Randolph. So look at it again. Randolph, a 14. Being held makes him a 13. But the throw from right field to third, you add 2, makes him a 15. And then the -1 from Calderon makes it a 14. 1-14, he's safe at third. 16, he's out. Boy, they took a chance, and he's out Dolly Parton style, 9-5. Tollison will take second on the throw. So Yankees try to get aggressive. Didn't pay off. Boy, if you get runners at second and third with nobody out, you've got something going there. But Randolph thought he saw something that he could take advantage of Calderon, maybe not paying attention, but Calderon put a laser to third base, and Hewlett applies the tag. Hey, Joel, good to see you. So we have a single, but out at third is Randolph. Tollison taking second on the throw. So Tollison's at second with 1 out, and Rick Cerrone the batter. Rhoden hitting 281 on the replay, a homer 6 driven in. Hit 243 real world. So a little bit of air left out of the bubble of the Yankees on that thrown out at third base. 4-12 for Cerrone against the right-hander is a ground ball pitcher B, and that will hold Tollefson at third base, or at second base rather. So ground out, and Tollefson will have to stay right where he is. 2 down. It's up to Ricky Henderson at the Yankees on the board. It is a clutch situation for Ricky. He loses a hit on a 1-3 and on a 2-5 and a 2-6, so he's definitely anti-clutch against Mr. Bannister. That's a 2-9, and he's going to ground it to short, and that's going to end the inning. So the Yankees come away with nothing. They start out with a walk and a single, but come away with nothing. Very disappointing for Lou Piniella and the Yankees. So we go to the fourth inning. Still 2-0 Chicago. Rhoden back out will face Hassey, Walker, and Calderon, who made that nice throw. See what they can do. Hassey walked his first time up. That's a 3-2, and that's a fly ball to right field. Winfield will corral it for the first out. And here's Greg Walker. He doubled his first time up. 2-3, and that is a ground ball to Mattingly. He'll take it himself. 2 down. And it's up to Calderon. He had a sacrifice fly his first trip. 6-7. This time he strikes out. Rhoden with the strikeout, his third of the game. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Chicago White Sox. Go to the bottom of the fourth, still 2-0. Pale Hose over the Pinstripers. Bannister now has lowered his ERA to 1.59 as of this very moment with three shutout innings. So he leads the league in earned run average as of this very moment. Yankees trying to do something about that. Here's Mattingly. 2-2 against the lefty. He's going to fly it to center. And Darryl Boston will take care of that. 1 away for Mr. Winfield. 3-8 against the lefty. Struck him out. That's 4 strikeouts for Bannister. Bannister's ERA dropped to 1.57 now. He had 3.58 real world. All right, here's Gary Ward. So he's pitching lights out. 3-8. Ground ball to third. Easy play for Hewlett. Another 1-2-3 inning. Yankees go quietly. We go to the fifth. It's still 2-0 Chicago. If you like pitching, you got Bannister pitching this game and Jimmy Key pitching the next game. Those are the 2 best pitchers in this replay as far as ERA goes. So you want pitching, you'll probably see pitching. Here's Donnie Hill. 3-6, and that is a 1-10 double. That's a 5, so Donnie Hill smacks a double. Leadoff double. Sox are in business to add to this lead. Tim Hewlett steps to the plate. Hewlett singled and went to second on a Gary Ward error on the same play. His first time. 3-9, and he will ground it to short. And with that ball hit to short, Hill will have to hold. So 1 away, and that brings up Ozzie Guillen. Guillen flew to right field his first time up. 6-7 to the lefty is a strikeout for Rick Rhoden. Strikeout number 4. And he's 1 out away from getting out of the jam. Got to get by Darryl Boston. He's retired him twice, a ground out and a foul out. That's a 2. Chance for a balk or pass ball. We're looking at a balk chance on Rhoden. His balk rating is a 2. And no balk, so we drive on. Boston, clutch situation again. And in the clutch for Boston, he loses a hit on 2-7 and on 3-8. So anti-clutch on those 2 rolls. That's a 3-4, though. It's a ground ball back to Rhoden. Easy play, and that's going to do it. The leadoff double doesn't amount to anything. And we go to the bottom of the fifth, still 2-0 Sox. Hello, Mr. Utah Mike. Bannister back out will face Kittle, Cicada, and Randolph. These are the as-played lineups. If you don't like the lineup, blame Lou Piniella. These are the as-played lineups in this game. Kittle. Oh, that one didn't go through. The blue die got hung up, so we're going to re-roll everything. I don't like it piecemeal. It's got all got to come out at the same time. 5-5, and that's an in-home run chance, 1-6, but that's a 9. It'll just be a double for Ron Kittle. Leadoff double for Kittle, and now maybe the Yankees have something cooking. Here's Cicada. 73% of his at-bats came against left-handed pitching. That's why he's in there, and Pagliarulo is not. Cicada struck out his first time. 3-8, and he's going to ground it to short, and that will freeze Kittle at second base. So could not get the runner over. Primary job there is to get the runner to third. He didn't do it. 1 out, and here's Randolph. Nothing on the habit. 5-8, and that's a fly ball right field beat, 2 down. Had he gotten him to third, that would have been a sac fly, but fundamentals were lacking from Len Cicada. Now it's up to Wayne Tollison, clutch situation. He does lose hits on 2-9 and 2-10 in the clutch, so he's a little bit anti-clutch for the Yankees. 4-4, though, switch hitter batting right is a fly ball center field X. So this might be a chance because Darryl Boston's only a 3, and the D20's been coming up low a lot of times. But not this time. We get a 20, wouldn't you figure? So he'll get to it. Now we're just looking at the E4 for a center fielder. And the only way Boston makes an error is on a 4 and a 16. That's it. 4 or 16. And that's a 12. So easy play for Boston. And the Yankees are retired. The leadoff double goes for naught. Now both teams had leadoff doubles in the fifth, but got nothing out of it. In fact, the runner never even got to third base in either case. That's how bad it was. Not only not score, he didn't even move him up. All right, here's Rhoden. This is his fatigue inning, number 6. And he'll be facing Rhedes, Baines, and Hasse for the White Sox. Rhedes is 0 for 2. Rhoden struck him out twice. 5-10, not this time. 1-7's a home run. That's a 6. He has normal power, and that's gone. Gary Rhedes, look at it again. That die there, that line is underneath, means it's a 6. 5-10, in home run chance, 1-7. He's got normal power. It is gone. Gary Rhedes, his 4th home run of the season, RBI number 13, and that puts the Sox ahead 3-0. Gary Rhedes, home run number 4. Brings up Harold Baines. 1-8 for Baines, and that is a ground ball to short. Tollison will take care of it. 1 away. Hey, Brian B. Didn't see you come in. And here's Hasse. 5-12 is a ballpark blast. It's going to be a 1-9. That's a 19, though, so it's just a fly to right field. Deep fly to right by Hasse, but Winfield on the track makes the catch. 2 down for Greg Walker. 5-7. Ground ball shortstop X. Tollison. 3E22 for Tollison. 3-6. That's questionable. Should get to it, though, I think. 3-6 he does. G3, that's all they needed. He's an E22. He's got to avoid 6, 15, 17, and 18. And he does. So it's good play for Tollison. That will end the inning. But the home run from Rhedes puts the Sox ahead 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. And Bannister carrying his league-leading ERA into the 6th inning. It is now dropped to 1.53. He has pitched 53 innings, given up only 33 hits, 8 walks, and 29 strikeouts as of right this moment, figuring in these stats from this game. Here is Rick Cerrone, 6'4". Catcher X, that's Hasse. He's a 4.E2. 4 and a 16 for a catcher. Probably okay with nobody on base. 4 and a 16 is a P/F, so it's just going to be a foul out since no one's on base. E2, only error chances are 3, 17, and 18. And that's not going to be an error. It's a foul out to Hasse, and Cerrone is out of there. One down, back to the top of the order, and Ricky Henderson. And Henderson is 0 for 2. Struck out in the first, grounded to short in the third. See what he can do here in the 6th. Got to get something started. 4-8. He won't do it that way. That's a strikeout. Ricky down on strikes for the 2nd time. 5th strikeout for Bannister. And that brings up Donnie Baseball. He is 0 for 2 as well. 6-8 left-handed. That is a line out right to Guillen at short, and that's going to end the inning. So 6 innings are in the books. It's Chicago 3 and the Yankees nothing. Rhoden still has endurance. He only gave up the home run. That was it. No other runs or hits. So he's going to come back out for the 7th. He'll be facing Calderon, Hill, and Hewlett. And something happened with my computer because I must have missed something here. Let me check what happened to the play-by-play. Did I not put the home run in the play-by-play? That's the question. Because the computer has Greg Walker leading off, and I know that's not right. So I must have forgot to put something in here. Let's check the 6th inning. Yeah, exactly what I did. I forgot to put the home run in there for Ritas. So thank goodness for the undo button on the Strat-O-Matic PC. That saves a whole heap of trouble. So since it's only 1 inning, I'll go ahead and do the quick undos real quick and get back to where we need to be so I can have the up-to-date stats for you. Do Baines. All right, so Ritas is up, top of the 6th, nobody out, and he hits a home run. Okay, that's where I got screwed up. Now Baines is the ground out to short. Hasse's the fly out to right. And Walker's the ground out to short. And then for the Yankees, Cerrone fouls out to the catcher. Henderson strikes out, and Mattingly lines to short, and now we're all caught up. Okay, top of the 7th, we're all caught up. It is Ivan Calderon. Rhoden, 4-4. And that's going to be a ground ball, third base X. That is Sakata. And Sakata is a 4. I'm sorry, he's a 3 E34 at third base. 3 E34 is Sakata. 3 and a 17, he'll get to it. It's the E34 that's in question. So third base E34 is right here. 6, 9, 12, 14, 15, and 17. And that's a 7, so Sakata makes the play. He avoids the 6 and makes the play. Sakata will throw out Calderon for out number 1. And here is Donnie Hill. I agree. That crown mess, I noticed when I was in Uncle Ron's comment on Uncle Ron that had the same mess on there. I don't even know how they got started. It's the first time I've seen it on the chat. I know I didn't hit any buttons to cause that. I don't know what's causing it to happen. I didn't set anything up on that. So I don't know what's going on. It's just whatever it's going to do. I'm just trying to get through this game without circles in the sand. That's my goal. 310, and for Donnie Hill, that's a walk. So Donnie Hill draws the base on balls. He will not be held. And Tim Hewlett, the batter. Hewlett, 1 for 2. 3-8, and that's a ground ball shortstop A. That'll be a 6-4-3 tailor-made double play. Turned by the Yankees to get out of the 7th inning. So we'll see if Rhoden comes back for the 8th or not. Probably will. He's pitching pretty well. He's still got a little bit of endurance left. Depends on matchups. I mean, you got 2 lefties coming up, Guillen and Boston, so they may very well go to a lefty out of the pen. In fact, I think they probably will. So the Yankees are looking to have Pat Clements. He'll be coming in to pitch the 8th inning in the top of the 8th. Pat Clements, the lefty. So we're going to close the book on Rick Rhoden. He's going to go 7 innings, give up 3 runs. They were all earned. He's given up just 4 hits. And he walked just the 2 right here. Hassey and Hill were the 2 walks. And he struck out 4. So not a bad line for Rhoden, but he's in danger of dropping to 4 and 2 on the replay because of lack of run support. Floyd Bannister, this is his fatigue inning number 7. His ERA now has dropped to 1.50 as of the 6 innings he's already pitched. Winfield is the batter. But before we start the bottom of the 7th, of course, we got the 7th inning stretch. So I'm going to stand and stretch, and you can do the same if you like for Take Me Out to the Ball Game. All right, 7th inning stretch is in the books here at Yankee Stadium. Yankees looking to see if they can break through against Mr. Bannister. They have 6 innings of non-success. Winfield 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. It's a 112, and that's a ballpark single check, 1-7, but that's a 20. So he's going to fly it to center, and there's 1 away. 1 down, and now Bannister's ERA drops to 1.49 to lead the league. Here's Gary Ward. 4-5, and against a right-hander, that's a pop out to short. The Guillen there, and Ward is retired pretty quickly. 2 down. For Ron Kittle. Kittle did double his last time up, but he got stranded at second base. 6-9, and that's a line out to Walker at first. And another 1-2-3 inning for Bannister. And he has just been dominant. We go to the 8th. New pitcher for the Yankees will be Pat Clements. Bring him on in the computer. He'll be facing a couple lefties, Guillen and Boston, followed by Rhoden. White Sox. Well, let's get the numbers on Clemens, the left-hander. He's well rested. He hasn't pitched in a few games, so he's well rested. Clemens is 0-1, but he does have 3 saves. He's a 6.14 earned run average on the replay. 15 innings pitched, 17 hits, 7 walks, and 9 strikeouts. So it looks like I can still see the edge of the cards there from maybe up to the 9th inning. If it goes extras, then I'm going to be in trouble. But I think up through 9, I'm okay. Yeah, pretty much will fit there. So we're good there, thank goodness. And here's Ozzie Guillen against Pat Clemens. That's a 5-5 left-handed fly to center. Ricky Henderson puts that away, 1 away. For the top of the order, Darryl Boston. They're not going to pull him. They need his defense, so they're going to leave him in there. 5-9, and that's a ground ball to Willie Randolph. 2 down. And Gary Redus, his solo homer gave him a 3-1 lead back in the 6th. 2-2, and that's a low max injury chance for Gary Redus. So he lines it to third to Sakata to end the inning, and now we will see if Redus has to be removed for the rest of this game. 1-4, he stays in the game. 5 or higher, he is out. And Gary Redus will have to be replaced. Actually, probably not a bad move for the Sox anyway, because Redus is not the best defender in the world. 3 E8's not bad, but I think they might have somebody better, potentially, or maybe they don't. I'm looking at it now, and I stand corrected. They don't have anybody better. They're going to have to go with somebody that's a 4 in the outfield. Never a good sign there. They're going to go with Jerry Royster. He's a 4 +1 E8, best they have on the bench. So for the injured Redus, in the 9th inning, Royster will play left field. And he is a 4 +1 E8. So write that in there, 4 +1 E8. And this is Royster. I'm sorry, that's Redus. My bad. I messed that up. So Redus was a 3 +1 E8. Royster is a 4 +1 E8. So forget what I wrote for Boston. I'll fix it later if I need to. We go to the bottom of the 8th. And of course, Bannister has full endurance remaining. He gave up nothing in his endurance inning of the 7th. Yankees have Sakata, Randolph, and Tollison due up here in the bottom of the 8th. All their best pinch hitters are left-handed, are the Yankees. And I'll show them to you who they have on the bench available. They have Claudel Washington, Mike Pagliarulo, Dan Pasqua, and Joel Skinner. I don't know if they still have, let me check the computer and see if they still have Henry Cotto. Yes, they do have Henry Cotto as well. Cotto only hit .235 though, so he's not very good. So the right-hander lineup is not anything to brag about. So they're going to stick with Sakata, .267 hitter. Although he is 0 for 2 here against Mr. Bannister. So let's do on the computer, let's make the line out to third for Redus and then bring in Royster to play left field. You also have Jerry Hairston can play left, or even Carlton Fisk can play left, but not very well. So they're going to just go with Royster. He's the lesser of all the evils. So Lenny Sakata will lead things off. You're in the bottom of the 8th. Bannister has held the Yankees scoreless on 2 hits, a single by Tollison in the 3rd, double by Kittle in the 6th, and that's been it. 1 walk to Sakata. That's been 3 base runners. That's been it. 6-6, and that's a 1-2 triple, but that's a 6, so he will settle in air quotes with a single. So Len Sakata does get a base hit to start out the inning. He will not be held. He's not much of a runner. And down by 3, you don't want to run yourself out of anything anyway. Hey, Ben. Good to see you. Bannister to Randolph. Randolph is 0 for 1 with a walk. That's a 6-10, and that's a ground ball third base X. We're looking at Hewlett. He's a 4E22, and here's where the Sox defense can come back to bite him. 4 and 18, though, they get a generous roll in the D20. 4 and 18 is a double play ground ball chance. Hewlett and E22 at third base. He's got to avoid 12, 14, 15, 16, and 18. So he needs really a low number on these 3 dice. He gets a 13. I think he skips the error because 22, it's a 12, 14, 16, 15, and 18, but no 13. So talk about the skin of your teeth. That's going to be a double play. So potential error turns into a double play. Kind of nice spin for the Yankees for sure. 2 quick outs. And Lou Piniella can't believe it. So here's Tollison with 2 outs and the bases empty. 2-6 for Tollison. He will draw the base on balls. And that will bring up Rick Cerrone, the catcher. Tollison will not be held. Cerrone 0 for 2. 111, and he pops it up to second base. Donnie Hill is there. And Bannister will go 8 innings of shutout ball. We go to the 9th. It's still 3-0 Sox. Due up for the White Sox. It's Baines, Hassey, and Walker, 3 lefties. So Pat Clement's obviously going to stay out there. Try to get 2 innings in. Forgot to put him on the score sheet there, didn't I? He's a -3 hold. I thought Cerrone was a -1. He is a -1. Should be a minus there. So that's a -4. Not that the White Sox are thinking about running with Baines, Hassey, and Walker. I don't see them going anytime soon. So top of the 9th, Harold Baines. He's 0 for 3. 1-5, and now make him 0 for 4 as he grounds to Willie Randolph. And there's 1 away. So 1 down for Ron Hassey, the catcher. And they're not going to take Hassey out to pinch hit for him because he's got the chemistry going with Bannister. You don't want to mess that up. Even though Karkovice is a better catcher, Bannister has something going with Hassey that they don't want to mess with. 4-6, left-handed, struck him out. The way Bannister's pitching, they figure 3 runs should be enough. And here's Greg Walker. It's a 1-5, and that is a fly to, 1-4 would have been a home run, but a 1-5 is a fly to center, and that will end the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 9th, last chance for the Yankees. Close the book on Clemens. He goes 2 innings and gives up nothing. Retired all 6 he faced, striking out 1. So he definitely helped his earned run average. And now Ricky Henderson and the Yankees, top of the order against Bannister. Bannister has a little bit of endurance left to give up a single and a walk, but he can keep going. He has not hit fatigue yet. Still pitching that shutout. Ricky Henderson, the leadoff man. He is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. That does not happen to Ricky very often. All right, here is Ricky. 4-9. Bannister 4-9. One's a double, but anything else he flies to center, that's a 5, and Darryl Boston will haul it in. Fly ball to center field. Bannister's ERA now has dropped to 1.44 as of this very moment. 56 innings pitched and only 34 hits. Here's Mattingly. He's 0 for 3. 1-6, and 1's a home run, but anything else he flies to right, and that'll be caught by Calderon. 2 down. So Bannister 1 out away from going 4-0 and pitching a 3-hit shutout. Dave Winfield's the only one in his way. His ERA right now is 1.43. Real world was 3.58. 1-7 for Winfield. 1-19 is a single, so that'll keep the game going. Base hit from Winfield. He will not be held. His run doesn't mean anything. And here's Gary Ward, the left fielder. Bannister trying to finish what he started. 5-7, and that is a ground ball shortstop X. That is Guillen. He's a 2E21. 2-11. He'll get to it. 2-11 is a G1, actually. So the error rating's an E21. He has to avoid 6, 15, or 17. If he avoids 6, 15, or 17, the ball game is over. And he does. So it's a good play. And the New York Yankees come up empty against Mr. Bannister. He only mustered hits, no runs, and 4 hits and an error. White Sox 3-4-0. Complete game victory for Alan Bannister. 4 hits, no runs. And he was just magnificent. Obviously the player of the game without question. Tough luck loss for Rick Rhoden. He pitched pretty well, but got no run support. Bannister is final line, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. So there you go. White Sox win it 3-0. Yankees fall to 20-11. White Sox improved to 15-13 on the season as they try to catch up with those front-running Oakland A's. So Yankees come away empty-handed, and Mr. Bannister, the man, he was 16-11 with a 3.58 ERA in 1987, but in the replay, he's 4-0. His ERA has now dropped to 1.42 as he leads the league in earned run average. And the guy chasing him is going to pitch the next game in the Strat-O-Matic replay. That's tomorrow. It'll be Jimmy Key and the Toronto Blue Jays hosting the Kansas City Royals and Bo Jackson. So that'll be the game next. It'll be on Wednesday. Might do it tomorrow morning, might do it tomorrow night. I haven't decided. I know Uncle Ron's got a lunchtime game, so I don't want to get involved, get mixed up with that, and I'll give him the floor there. So I may play this about 8 in the morning, and then tomorrow night play inside pitch. I'm not sure yet. Depends on how things go, how what's going on, and how I'm feeling and whatnot. So, but that's the long range plan. But you never know. So I do appreciate all you guys spending part of your Tuesday night. I have to make sure it's Tuesday night. When you're retired, you lose track of days. I'm telling you, it's like when you're on vacation for a long time, you lose track of days sometimes. But thank you for spending part of your Tuesday night with me. Hope you enjoyed that presentation of Strat-O-Matic. If you like pitching duels and good pitching, you are at the right place. If you like bank shot basketball and corner rounders, I'm sorry you came to the wrong channel. You can try that other channel. But if you like good pitching matchups on Strat-O-Matic, you came to the right channel. So until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.